Hey YouTube, it is me. How are you guys? So anyways, I am making another I can never get comfortable with these new chairs. I am making another pregnancy vlog. I am right now, according to my app, I am 7 weeks and 1 day pregnant. And yes, I'm still going strong. I'm still testing. I wanted to show you the tests that I took this morning. I'm gonna be taking a couple of tests too. That's why I have a cup of pee again. Yes, that's pee. How clean it is because I've been drinking a lot of water. But this was this morning's test. As you guys can see, it is a total positive. And another one that I did this morning, it's a total positive. And then the two strip GP tests that I took. And of course, they are both strong positives. So I'm going to do a couple of more tests as we are speaking. So let me put my pee very carefully onto my computer. So I'm going to be taking, how many tests? 1, 2, 3, 4 tests. One digital test. So I'll start with the digital. And the rest is a strip, like a line test. So here goes the digital. I'm so excited. So I have a lot of stuff to talk about, but I have so little time. The reasoning is that we're gonna have like a family dinner night. So we're gonna go to this fried chicken, like chicken finger place. It's called Stickies. So my husband is coming home soon. So we're gonna go to that and have dinner. So okay, so it's starting to test already. So this is the one that has that gradual line thing. I don't know if you guys can see it. There. So I like to wait until it's the second part. Alright, there we go. So here we go. While that is going, I am going to do the next clear blue, which is, I hope I put enough pee on it. I hope I did. Yeah, okay. So here is it. It's starting again. Here is a clear blue line one. There's no test on it. There's no results on it. I'm tipping it in my pee right now. So I have a lot to talk about, but so little time. So yeah, right now I'm 7 weeks and 1 day pregnant. So Tuesday is the D-Day where I'm gonna go to see my OB doctor for the first time. I have a what you call it. So what I'm going to do, most likely what's gonna happen, that test is going to be I'm just dipping them as they go. I'm probably gonna have quite a few blood tests. I'm probably gonna have a sonogram most likely. And that blood test is probably gonna be like a whole OB panel. Oh, I almost knocked down my pee on my computer. A whole OB panel. And then it's probably gonna be a beta HCG as well to see my numbers. I'm also gonna probably get a sonogram because we're going to see what it says. Oh, and here goes my digital. It already showed, and it says pregnant. And then here is the other clear blue that I literally just dipped, and it says pregnant. Alright, so there's this test, and it's already, my line is already showing. It didn't even finish. Okay, one more time. So we already have a plan. So we haven't told anybody in our family as of yet that I am pregnant. So we plan to tell everybody for Thanksgiving. Because everybody's there, we could tell everybody, and we're so excited about that. So once Tuesday happens, so first let me just explain to you the reasoning, because we wanted to wait to make sure that everything is okay. Even though via home pregnancy test that I'm pregnant, we just want to make sure that everything is okay, the baby's in this right spot, there's a heartbeat and stuff like that, and it's measuring good and everything like that. So we just want to make sure everything is good. See, my line is already started. before even the line was finished. My God. One more. So I was like, okay, so Tuesday around 2 o'clock is my first OB appointment. So we're gonna go meet this new doctor. And then we'll do all that stuff and get the history and all those. And then they're going to do probably a sonogram to check the baby. I know God has this baby, and I know that He is giving me this blessing to carry this baby. I am really blessed. So what we're going to do is that, okay, and this line is already showing up and it's not even finished yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to think about something cute for telling our moms. So what he was thinking, his mom, let me just throw out all these things, but his mom, good thing I don't have to hide these anymore. I can just throw them out wherever I want to throw them out. His mom loves scratch off lottery tickets. So what we were thinking about was to do a lottery ticket. So for him, his mom. So basically we order it, either that's what he's gonna think of doing, either he orders something from Etsy that she could scratch off. It looks legit like a regular scratch off ticket, but then he's gonna have like numbers, and then like she scratches and she looks for the numbers on there, and then it's gonna act like she won, and then on the bottom it says scratch for your prize, and she would scratch it and it would say you're gonna be a grandma or something like that. So that's one thing that he can do. Or if we do it like another way, which is a more simpler way, when we do Thanksgiving dinner, well, you know how you go around the table and we be thankful for whatever, if we be thankful for the whatever you're thankful for that year. So if we do, we will be like, he'll probably stand up and say, I will be like thankful for, and then this new addition to our family. So I'm really excited. So of course, yeah, it says pregnant. So I'm really confused about which line is mine. Is the one that's going this way my line, or the one that's going this way? I think the one that's going this way, the one that's going up and down, the one that's going this way is my line, because if you think about it, this way is just not pregnant, this way is pregnant. So look how dark my line is. So I am really happy to see that. It's really dark. Here is a first response test. Of course, it says pregnant. Here is another first response test, and of course it says pregnant. And then here is a cheapie, like a first response cheapie thing that I got for 99 cents, and it is definitely pregnant. So yeah, so anyways, so that's the way that we're planning on telling his mom. My mom, I'm not sure how I'm gonna tell her, because she lives with us, so it's very hard to like tell her. Either I will give her like I was thinking of wearing a t-shirt, and let's see if she recognizes it. Let's see if she recognizes that I'm pregnant. But that's what I'm thinking of doing. And if she doesn't recognize it, then I will give her like a little gift thingy. So that's what I'm thinking about doing. Like that day that I'm gonna tell her, I'll wear a t-shirt, and whatever that t-shirt says, it will be like something cute. So anyways, I think that's how I'm gonna tell her. Yeah. So anyways, symptoms. So I still kind of have like this cold symptom. So I'm thinking that this is how my morning sickness is, or sickness for pregnancy is me having this cold, or this stuffy nose, feeling sick, like you have a cold. So that was one. Another one is dizziness, of course. Boobs are killing me. Oh, and also I have really bad really bad, this is a little TMI, but really bad constipation. I can hardly go to the bathroom. So I've been drinking extreme amount of water so I can poop it out. So I've been drinking a lot, hence that's why my pee looks so clear. like literally water. But yeah, I peed in 2 cups. Like, I literally just peed, and look how much pee I have. So I don't know why I peed in 2 cups, but I just did. But I am so excited. So a lot of the times I go onto I told you, this community app thing. Not this one. It's called Glow, and it's really cool. Like, we have a tab. Once you said like June 2020 babies, then we just talk about stuff and stuff that are cute. So we are excited. So as you guys can see, it says I am 7 weeks and 1 day, and I have 231 days left. The Glow app has multiple apps in their whole thing. So here we go. So apparently there's the other one that says I'm 7 weeks 1 day, and this one says I have 230 days left. So it's a little bit weird, but this is a little picture of what the baby is supposed to look like. But I'm supposed to log today, and I didn't log to that yet, so I'm gonna log later. When I'm sitting down eating my chicken fingers. So we're gonna get stickies. That's why I'm trying to rush, but I'm trying not to forget anything. So yeah, so then Tuesday, that's when we're gonna go see the doctor. So my husband that day is working, but his boss allowed him to leave early, but he was like, "Oh, I just have a doctor's appointment that I need to go to," and so he said, "Okay, that's fine." So we have an appointment at 2:30. What's gonna happen is I'm probably gonna fill out some paperwork. After filling out some paperwork, I probably going to do like blood test and sonogram and urine test. Even though like you took so many urine pregnancy tests, they still test you in the doctor's office. So my question is also, should I bring all of my urine pregnancy tests with me? Yes or no? Should I bring them with me so she could see? But it's just ridiculous because I took like 100 of them. So we will see what I'll do. Maybe not, maybe so. What else? Then I'm also going to talk about a new issue that I remember. Not a new issue, but kind of an issue that brought myself back up from my emergency scare, my first pregnancy scare, when I went to the emergency room and they were telling me about fibroids. So that is one of my main concerns to talk about the fibroids that I have. Apparently I have about 3 or 4, something like that, fibroids. So I want to talk to her about that, because when the pregnancy does grow and the baby grows, would the fibroids really hinder the baby's growth? I really wanted to know that, because then if obviously if I cannot push the baby out, obviously I will have a cesarean section. But I would like to experience having a vaginal, because I had a cesarean for the first with my twins. So imagine if it's twins again. I mean, the last time I went there, when I had my pregnancy scare, my very first one, they did a sonogram and they saw one yolk sac or sac. So, but it was like real early. I was only like 5 weeks then. Now I'm 7 weeks now. So, I wonder if they're going to see if there's multiples or what. But, if there is, there is. And if there's one, thank God. Thank you, Jesus, for everything. So I was just thinking, like, what is gonna happen when it comes to that? Because some people say that, I mean, you can be pregnant and have a healthy baby and push the baby out with fibroids, but it depends on the placement of the fibroid. So my fibroid is on the bottom of my uterus and on the side, and one on the back of my uterus. So basically, this is your uterus. Let's just make a picture like in your head. So like, say example, this is your uterus and the baby's inside that uterus. So I have fibroids right here on the bottom of my uterus and on the back of my uterus. So as you guys know, fibroids do grow. So if there's something that makes it grow more, and then I'm afraid that this pregnancy would have like growth effects on the baby, like the blood supply and all that stuff would go to the fibroids and not the baby. So I'm just curious on what she wants me to do, if she has recommend me to like a high risk pregnancy, if she feels like it's going to adhere to my way of having a baby vaginally. I am just really nervous about that answer because I would really want to know that question, because if that does have hinders, maybe the baby will come born with a low birth weight or something like that because it doesn't have room to grow because the fibroids get big. So then I'm like, okay, that's one of the major. Then also, I know this is a little TMI, but about sex. So before, obviously, when you're TTCing, you do multiple sessions to try to get pregnant. So now since I am pregnant, he likes to still fall into that TTCing schedule. So like basically almost every day he wants to have sex. And I'm not really comfortable with that, because when you are pregnant, especially very early in your pregnancy, your cervix is very sensitive. So anything poking up in there can make you bleed. And bleeding in pregnancy is just doesn't correlate really well because it freaks you out. So I kind of explained it to him. I said, listen, I want to talk to the doctor first. I'm going to see what she says. I know that he Googled it, which I knew, that it's safe to have sex. But I'm going to ask the doctor in person, even though he Googled it, and yes, it's safe to have sex. But is it safe to have sex daily? Like, you can spread it out. Like, I don't want to have sex daily, even though it's nice, but I don't want to have sex daily. Like, I was thinking like once a week. Because it's just, I don't want my cervix to be injured at all, especially me having this baby. So I'm hoping that he will understand that in front of the doctor, because I told him that I really don't feel comfortable having sex like every day, which I'm surprised that he doesn't understand that, because he's like, well, the baby is this small and it's cushioned in between all these jelly and this yolk sac and stuff. I said, but I understand. But once your cervix is injured or nicked or some way something goes wrong, you don't want me to put a blame if I lose this baby, right? And he's like, no. So then you have to understand that. So he said, I'll be gentle. So we do it. We did it last night. We did it the night before. We did it like gently. So I'm like, listen, no more. Like I told him last night, I said no more until we see the doctor. So he kind of got upset about that, rolled his eyes. So I'm like, I just want to make sure that I hear this from the doctor, even though Google says everything. But I want to be like, okay, if you feel comfortable. So I'm going to, like, in front of the doctor, I'll be like, listen, I just feel comfortable. We just do it once a week for the remaining of the pregnancy. So once we do it, that's it. So, cause like I have a friend coworker who's also pregnant, but now she just told everybody, so I'm okay to say it. But, she's about 9 weeks, some change like that. She's about a month ahead of me, something like that. So, she only had, ever since she found out she's pregnant, she only had sex twice, and I'm like, you're so fun. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, I only had sex twice, and I'm like, really? And then she's like, but she doesn't know I'm pregnant. I'm just like trying to figure out. Like, I kind of lied to her. I said, oh, my friend, blah 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 blah. You know, she was telling me, oh yeah, so she shouldn't tell her husband not to have too much sex because you don't want anything to happen to the cervix. So I'm like, good. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell him, but he doesn't understand. But so I'm gonna talk to the doctor before, to the doctor in front of him, so he can see what I am talking about. Like, not every day, once or twice the most a week. All right. So hopefully he will understand that, because I don't feel comfortable doing it every day. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, once Tuesday hits by, I am totally investing on buying a body pillow. I know it's early, and I know that's really weird, but girls, if you know, and you've been pregnant before, when you're sleeping, it's so uncomfortable to sleep, even from the beginning of your pregnancy. Like, you feel bloated, you feel like you're cramping when you sleep, you feel dizzy, you feel uncomfortable, like you toss and turn. You can't sleep on your belly because obviously you're pregnant and you don't want to sleep on your belly, even though sometimes it's okay, but I don't feel comfortable sleeping on my belly. Also, I'm like, I could sleep on any way. I could sleep on my back, my side, and my belly. But I'm more of a belly sleeper, so I'm been sleeping on my back and side. And when I do sleep, according to my husband, because I'm a really deep sleeper, I don't really move around a lot. Like, I stay in one position for multiple hours. So I was like, okay, interesting. So what I was saying to myself, okay, I'm definitely going to invest myself in a body pillow after I speak to the doctor, because I need to sleep really well. I haven't been sleeping that good and stuff, so I've been sweating and all that stuff, so I just want to get that so I can have a good night's sleep and sleep well. And I can put my belly on it, because right now I have a rolled little blanket, like a throw blanket, and putting it under my belly, even though that my belly is not that big. Remember, I'm like feeling heavy already. I'm having cramps. Not bad cramps, but like just like little pinches. Because I know my uterus is stretching. So let me just understand this. When you're further along in your pregnancy, your baby grows more when you're sleeping. So I noticed it, like when I'm sleeping, I get more more pinches. Like little, like little pinches. Is noticeable, but not excruciating where you have to get up and be like bent over or bottled over, but it's like little pinches. So I'm wondering if the uterus stretches more in the nighttime or in the daytime. Interesting question, right? So anyway, so I've been trying my best to be like, okay, let me find a comfortable spot. I do have a lot of not a lot, but like consistently getting lower back pain. Earlier today on the chat, I asked if we can put a hot pack on your pain in your back, and they're like, no, because it could raise your blood pressure, and you don't want that to happen. So I'm like, okay. Then I was like, okay, so then I didn't do anything, but then it subsided a little bit, and then it comes back, and it subsides a little bit, and it comes back. So I'm like, you know what, it's okay. I am going to do everything I can. And then I was saying to myself, like, okay, I'm 7 weeks pregnant. And I am excited for everything. Can't wait. So can't wait to tell my family. Once I tell my family, I feel like the cat is out of the bag. Once I finish telling my family, I feel like I should get like more comfortable clothes, like more into it, because everybody is just like knowing that I'm pregnant, and they're just like, okay. So also, even though it's early, we also think about like if we're gonna have a gender reveal party, or if we're gonna do something different or whatever. But we'll have plenty of time down the road. But we definitely want to find out what it is. So I just want to quickly give you a belly shot, because I've been talking for 25 minutes, and I know that I want to get ready to go out. I just gotta freshen up my face a little bit and change my clothes, because this is my tank top from work. I don't have my pants on because I had to pee in those cups, and I was like, I have to go. So I was like, kind of TT'd on myself a little bit. But trust me, I do have underpants on, so you're not gonna see my twat. But I have a belly shot. This is a 7-week, 1-day belly. I also noticed that my belly button, I don't know if I said this in the other video, I also noticed that my belly button is getting a little bit shorter and tighter. So I'm thinking that is pregnancy related. So here is a 7-week pregnant belly. So remember, I do have underwear, but it might not look like I do. I don't know if you guys can see very well. Here we go. See, I have panties. So here is my belly. I am a big girl, so I'm not that skinny. Here is the front. So my belly button is starting to like take shape. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's like, it's not as deep as it was. Oh, another thing I forgot to show you guys. I have noticed that I have started to get, I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm starting to get a mother line. I don't know if you guys can see. Can you guys see? I'm starting to get a mother line here. You guys see it? I hope you guys see it. So I'm starting to get a mother line. So here is the side, the front, and then the side again. Don't I look huge already? But remember, I have fibroids in here, so it's like even heavier. As you guys can probably see, I have the bulge here from my previous C-section is here, but this is my bulge. Sorry for my butt. Oh yeah, and I also do still get a little bit of discharge, especially like here and there, but especially like the stinky discharge is like after I have sex with my husband, like the day, like 2 or 3 days straight. So I do wear panty liners every day. I also, that's another thing that I also want to talk to the doctor about. Is there something that we can do, or is there something that I can put in there that's pregnancy related, safe, anything or something like that? Because when I have sex and it's kind of smells like, I'm not saying that nobody told me that it stinks or I smell it, but when I go to the bathroom and I pee and I'm like, I can like wipe and I can smell it in the tissue, because when you're pregnant and you're trying to TCTCing as well, and you guys understand this, whoever is not wouldn't understand, but when you wipe, you investigate that tissue like no tomorrow. You look at the color, you touch the like you touch the CM is cervical mucus. You touch it to see if it's sticky. If it's sticky, you do it like this and it's like that, and you smell it. So when I smell it, I can smell a little bit of stink. So I'm like, okay, so maybe that's another thing that my doctor can talk about. Then we will see. But if she doesn't feel like it's a pregnancy, high risk pregnancy, my pregnancy, then obviously I won't see the doctor as often. So I'm excited for that. So my friend, my coworker, who's about a month ahead of me, I believe, or 3 weeks ahead of me. So she's about, what, 10, 11 weeks? So she doesn't see her doctor that often. She's only seen her doctor twice so far in her pregnancy. So I'm excited. So we'll see. She's also so cool. I love her so much. She's like so cool with me. And the funny thing is, like, everybody calls us work twins. Like twins, because we both have almost the same birthday. She's 15 minutes younger than me, and I'm 15 minutes older. So she was born 11:45 p.m. and I was born midnight the next day. Midnight on the dot. So we're basically the same age. We both are pregnant at the same time. And we're basically like a month apart. So our job is gonna have like a field day with this, but also there's also another one that is pregnant as well. So in our job, in our unit, we always have pregnant people that are pregnant at the same time, 2, 3, even 4 people at the same time. So I kind of feel bad for like the whole coworker stuff, because they don't, when it comes to like baby showers and bridal showers, the rule that we have for the baby shower is, once you have a baby, when you're working in that unit, and you have that baby shower, you won't have like another big baby shower. So if you have a second kid that you were pregnant when you were working there, they'll give you some, like a little party, but not as big, not as decorated, not as much. So I was like, okay. So I feel bad, because if she is only like a month and a half apart or something like that from me, like more in this station, then maybe we'll have the baby shower together. It'll be funny if we both have the same type of sex, like she has a boy and I have a boy, or she has a girl and I have a girl. Like, she already has a girl, so she wants a boy. I'm with whatever God gives me. So if we do have the same gender, then maybe, to be fair, we can put it together. If not, then we have to put them apart, because one time we did have two people who were pregnant within like 3 weeks of each other. And when we found out that one was having a girl and the other one was having a boy, we could not have a baby shower together. So we basically separated the baby shower. Like, so we had like one baby shower, and then 2 weeks later we had another baby shower. So yeah, I'm excited. So anyways, you guys, I'm just kind of rambling on. So Tuesday, once I am finished with the doctor's appointment, I might come downstairs to make a video or not. I'm not really sure, because it's a 2:30 appointment, and then we will figure that out. But I will definitely see you guys soon. I will definitely come up with an update. If there's no other updates between now and Tuesday, have a good weekend. If there is, I will definitely come back on. Bye guys, see you guys soon.